Hello all, hope you're having a great day today. Today we're talking about vitamins and this is part 1 of chapter 7, so just the basic facts. So vitamins are a diverse class of 13 known specific nutrients that are involved in almost every metabolic process in the human body. We need only minute amounts of vitamins in our daily diet, so they're classified as micronutrients. Nevertheless, they are one of our most critical nutrients. Noticeable symptoms of a deficiency may appear in 2 to 4 weeks for several of the vitamins, and major debilitating diseases may occur with the prolonged deficiencies. Vitamin deficiencies appear to be widespread in many developing countries, and according to Buis, they affect a greater number of people in the world than does protein, energy, malnutrition. Plant breeding of commonly eaten food crops such as wheat, rice, and corn to fortify them with vitamins and minerals may help alleviate this major health problem. So these are some of the objectives of the chapter. So we're going to be talking about the vitamins, how they carry out their functions in the body. We'll be talking about the essential vitamins and how they are classified as far as according to the RDA. And also looking at the metabolic roles of each of the vitamins and choline, which is not considered to be a vitamin, but we're going to talk about it. And then explaining effects of deficiencies of the vitamins and also their role on our health and performance, as well as identifying health problems caused by excessive consumption of certain fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins, believe it or not. And explaining theories of how supplementation might be ergogenic and look at some of the research behind that, as well as how to explain vitamin-like compounds and that might be ergogenic as such. And also understanding why professionals recommend obtaining vitamins through our natural foods, what we eat. Okay, here we go. So, vitamins are a class of complex organic compounds that are found in small amounts in most foods. They are essential for the optimal functioning of many different physiological processes in the human body. The activity levels of many of these physiological processes are increased greatly during exercise, and an adequate bodily supply of vitamins must be present for these processes to function best. For the fundamental physiological processes of the body to proceed in orderly, controlled fashion, a number of complex chemicals known as enzymes are necessary to regulate the diverse reactions involved. Hundreds of enzymes have been identified in the human body. Enzymes are necessary to digest our foods, to make our muscles contract, to release the energy stores in our bodies, to help us transport body gases such as carbon dioxide, to help us grow, to help clot our blood, and so on. Enzymes serve as catalysts. That is, they are capable of inducing changes in other substances without changing themselves. The role of vitamin as a coenzyme, this is just a diagram of this. Basically, you have substrates such as pyruvate that need enzymes to be converted into more usable compounds. However, many enzymes must be activated before a reaction occurs. Note that the enzyme is in a closed position. An enzyme and a vitamin coenzyme such as B1 combine to form an activated complex, in essence opening up the enzyme. The open activated enzyme accepts the substrate and splits it into two compounds while releasing the enzyme and coenzyme. Various oxidative reactions in the body produce substances called free radicals. Free radicals are chemical substances that contain a lone unpaired electron in the outer orbit. The superoxide radical and hydroxyl radical are true free radicals. Two other related substances referred to as non-radical oxygen species are hydrogen peroxide and singlet oxygen. These substances are known as reactive oxygen species, or ROS, and when nitrogen is involved are known as reactive oxygen nitrogen species, or RONS. The interested reader is referred to the review by NICE for a detailed discussion. For the purpose of our discussion, we're going to collectively call them free radicals. Free radicals are unstable compounds that possess an unbalanced magnetic field that affects molecular structure and chemical reactions in the body. Free radicals may be very reactive with body tissues. Lannan notes that formation of free radicals such as superoxide anion and hydrogen peroxide formation during oxidative processes is essential to normal cellular function, such as gene expression and muscle contractile force. However, although oxidative processes are essential to life, some oxidations may cause cellular damage by oxidation of unsaturated fats in cellular and subcellular membranes. Free radicals may cause such undesirable oxidations. Hollowell indicated that free radicals may damage DNA, lipids, proteins, and other molecules, and may be involved in the development of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegenerative disease. Fortunately, although free radicals are formed naturally in the body cells produce a number of antioxidant enzymes, such as superoxide dismutase, glutathione peroxidase, and catalase to help neutralize free radicals and prevent cellular damage. To function properly, these enzymes, often referred to as free radical scavenging enzymes, must contain certain nutrients such as copper, zinc, and selenium. To protect against the destructive nature of free radicals, such as hydroxyl radicals and superoxides, the cells contain a number of different enzymes: superoxide dismutase, glutathione peroxidase, and catalase to help neutralize them, thus helping to prevent disintegration of cell membranes or the genetic material within the cell. Additionally, several vitamins E, C, and beta-carotene may serve as antioxidants. Such vitamins are theorized to be protective against cancer, heart disease, and adverse effects of aging. Although vitamin D exists in vitamin form, it undergoes several conversions in the body and in its active form functions as a hormone. After being produced in the kidney, vitamin D circulates in the blood like other hormones and exerts its functions on various tissues to promote bone metabolism. Other vitamins, such as A and K, may be produced in the liver and intestines, respectively, and exert functions in other parts of the body. Although it is normally not referred to as a hormone, Rykath and others indicated that vitamin A may serve as a hormonal function relative to skin health. Some vitamins may be critical in the formation of various hormones, such as the role vitamin C plays in the formation of epinephrine, but are not classified as hormones. Only vitamin D is assigned hormonal status in its active form. Energy. Although vitamins are indispensable for regulating many body functions and for the maintenance of optimal health, they are not a source of energy. They do not have any caloric value. Moreover, they make no significant contribution to the structure of the body, as do protein and some minerals. An essential vitamin is one that cannot be synthesized in the body in sufficient quantity, causes deficiency symptoms when dietary intake is inadequate, and alleviates deficiency symptoms when added back to the diet. At present, the human body is known to need an adequate supply of 13 different vitamins. Choline is a water-soluble essential nutrient, and although it is listed with the DRI alongside the B vitamins, at this time it has not been classified as a vitamin. A well-balanced diet will satisfy all the vitamin requirements of most individuals. 4 of these vitamins are soluble in fat and are obtained primarily from the fat in our diet, while the other 9 water-soluble vitamins are distributed rather widely in a variety of foods. Although most vitamins must be obtained from the food we eat, several of them may be formed in the body from other ingested nutrients, by the action of ultraviolet rays from sunlight on our skin, or by the activity of some intestinal bacteria. A number of other substances have been mistakenly classified as vitamins. Included in this group are N-acetyl para-aminobenzoic acid, or PABA, vitamin B15 or pangamic acid, and vitamin B17 or latril. Although it has been suggested that these substances have vitamin activity, their essentiality in the diet has not been established. Other substances have been attributed vitamin-like activity and professed to enhance health or physical performance, such as bee pollen, coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10, and ginkgo. But these also are non-essential vitamins. So what vitamins are essential to human nutrition? You have your water-soluble vitamins. And as we discussed, choline is not considered a vitamin, but it is here on the table. And then you have your 4 fat-soluble vitamins of vitamin A, D, and E, and K. It's important to look at food labels as well with our vitamins. Vitamins A and C are listed as part. You can see those as a percentage of the daily value, and you'll probably see other vitamins listed as well, along with percentages of the daily value. Whether or not a vitamin deficiency affects one's health or physical performance may depend on the magnitude of the deficiency. 4 stages of vitamin deficiency associated with the duration of undernourishment and inadequate vitamin intake have been described. These same 4 stages may apply to mineral deficiency diseases discussed in the next chapter. And these are just some examples of the vitamin deficiency we'll talk about. So the preliminary stage is associated with inadequate amount or availability of the vitamin in the diet. For example, a drastic change in the diet may influence vitamin bioavailability, or the amount of a nutrient that the body absorbs, whereas pregnancy may increase the need for several vitamins. The biochemical deficiency in this particular stage, the body's pool of the vitamin is decreased. For a number of vitamins, biochemical deficiency can be identified by blood or tissue tests. For example, deficiencies of riboflavin may be detected by the activity of an enzyme in the red blood cells. In the second National Report on Biochemical Indicators of Diet and Nutrition Status in the United States, individuals from 2003 to 2006, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention noted deficiencies for vitamin B6, about 10.5%, vitamin D, 8.1%, vitamin B12, 2%, and folate is less than 1%, and those greater than 1 year of age. Among those greater than or equal to 6 years of age, deficiency prevalence rates for vitamin C, A, and E were 6, less than 1 and 1, less than 1 and 1, less than 1%, respectively. Physiological deficiency is associated with the appearance of unspecific symptoms such as a loss of appetite, weakness, or physical fatigue. The first 3 stages are known as latent or marginal vitamin deficiency or subclinical malnutrition. Whether or not these stages impair physical performance may depend upon the nature of the sport, but weakness or physical fatigue would certainly be counterproductive or to optimal performance. Clinically manifest vitamin deficiency. In this final stage, specific clinical symptoms are observed. For example, anemia is a clinical symptom associated with the deficiency of several vitamins such as folic acid, vitamin B6, and B12. Both health and performance would be adversely affected with a clinically manifest vitamin deficiency. In the past, RDA for vitamins have been established to prevent vitamin deficiency diseases. However, recommendations are beginning to incorporate the role of vitamins in health promotion. For example, as noted later, the new adequate intake, or AI, for vitamin D has been modified to help prevent osteoporosis, while the folic acid RDA is designed to prevent damage to the nervous system of the unborn child during pregnancy. When scientific evidence is deemed sufficient, vitamin recommendations may be modified to help prevent chronic diseases. If the RDA for some vitamins are increased as a possible means of achieving health promotion objectives, the most likely recommendation will be to obtain the increased amounts from natural foods. However, food fortification or supplementation may be recommended for a few vitamins, such as folic acid. In general, it is very difficult to obtain excessive amounts of vitamins through the diet to the point that health or physical performance is impaired. Even when supplements are taken, the body may excrete several vitamins, keeping body functions normal. However, overconsumption of some vitamins may induce hypervitaminosis, a condition in which a vitamin may function comparable to a drug, not a nutrient, and induce toxic reactions. An excessive intake of vitamin supplements may be a common cause of hypervitaminosis, but some dietary practices may also lead to excessive vitamin intake. As shall be noted later in the chapter, consuming a vitamin supplement and vitamin fortified foods such as cereals on a regular basis could induce vitamin functions that are hypothesized to increase health risks. A tolerable upper intake level, or UL, has been established for 7 of the 13 essential vitamins. This is just the format for vitamins. Typically, we of course want to be able to name them, as well as looking at the dietary recommendations and of intake, what food sources they come from, what their major functions are, and the deficiencies. So depending upon what health issue is associated with the vitamin, and also look at it from the perspective of performance, and then about supplementation. So how does supplementation of that particular vitamin affect your health, affect your performance? And then what are the prudent recommendations accordingly? So this is kind of how it will roll for the chapter. We'll talk a little bit more about it in our next session. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.